Here we've got a 6950 XT Power Color Red Devil. Wanted to water cool it, no water cooling blocks for it. So I've got this, which is just bike ski block to suit a XFX Speedster Merc 319. Now, if you look at the two PCBs, Power Color versus XFX, they look pretty similar. The memory in the same place, VRM in the same place. Problem is, we've got 3 8-pins where the other only has 2, and even though the bolt holes look like they line up, they actually don't. So over here, to fix that, we've drilled out these and shifted them. So I've just drilled out a new hole beside, taken this stand out obviously, drilled the new hole, put stand in and epoxied that in there. The 4 outer ones fit because this card has, as you can see, 2 pairs, and I didn't have to do all of these. A couple line up, such as this. Another problem is this card is actually too tall for the block, so you'll never get this one in, this one, this one. Card's just too tall. Doesn't really matter though. Another thing is the capacitor placement here. In the XFX card, they're slightly different, and you can see with this block they've given you that raised section. I went ahead and started carving that out to the left, your left. In the end I didn't need to. The capacitors don't even sit high enough to need it. And to make room for the third 8-pin, I just got a Dremel and cut down, cut along, and then sort of cut through the best I could on this axis, and then I just grabbed a carbide bit and just flattened it all out. Now sure, it's not like sexy, but I got this block for like $30 US. It's like 50 Australian bucks. So that little bit there, that ugliness there, I don't really care about that. It's all about just getting it water cooled, man. These two, I did not need them at all. It's just that I had an old water block, so I had these 2 pieces here, and again I just drilled and epoxied those in. And the next thing is I've got these copper shims, which I'll use for the memory. And when you sit a copper shim on, I'm absolutely positive that these capacitors here in the foreground here, I'm absolutely positive that they're shorter than the memory itself, but just to be cautious, I've added some paint. You could use nail polish or something, but I've just used this crazy old touch-up paint here. Focus, yep. That I just had laying around, and so I've just got a dollop on those capacitors there. The autofocus has stopped working now, great. So yeah, once that dries, which will be half an hour or something, flip it over, screw it down. Obviously we had some problems with the back plate too, those holes aren't going to line up. So I've got the back plate here. And with the back plate, they had threads in them. I've got these, and I've epoxied all of them, so can't get a great look at what they look like. But essentially what they are is just a nut. Yeah, just a nut. And so, pretty obviously I've just drilled a hole. It doesn't look all that awful from this side. Once you get close, you can tell that I've drilled this downwards with the drill bit downwards, re-threaded it in there and used epoxy. This one over up in this corner, again that one's kind of uglier. You can tell that I've shifted it over, and I've just filled them in with a bit of black butyl that I had laying around, make it a little less ugly. So fill that in, and yeah, they threaded back in epoxy. So the GPU, we'll turn that upside down, put it on the block. The 4 screws around the GPU will be held in with those spring-loaded Phillips heads there. And then after that, put the back plate on, put the rest of the screws in. She'll be sweet, mate. Catch you in the next one.